What's up everybody, Brian Tong here, and in front of me, look at what you see. This is the M2 iPad Pro. We've got a new Marine Blue Smart Folio. We've got maybe something a little different inside here. Yes, the iPad Pro looks like the M1 iPad Pro, which looks like the iPad Pro before that. But I just kind of want to show you some of the differences, and obviously this is an unboxing, so let's get into it, okay? So we have our Apple Pencil 2, we've got our Magic Keyboard, and then we got the iPad that fell over, which is okay. I'm gonna put these guys down over here because we already know what they look like, and I have them already on the side. So let's put our Marine Blue Smart Folio over here on the side for now, and we will unbox this, the new M2 iPad Pro. Yes, we will, okay? Now, first up, let's just do a reveal here. You got the back with all the labels. This is the 1 terabyte model, and I'm just gonna go, oh, shake it, yeah! Hey, it looks just like you expect. But let's go inside here, and we've got the paper wrapping. Now, this has already been unsealed because Apple activated the 5G on here. So we know that connectivity-wise, this is the first Apple product ever to have Wi-Fi 6E. And, you know, people have been complaining like, oh, put Wi-Fi 6E in your devices. And I think it's finally a good thing that we see it here. But one of the things that you have to understand is with Wi-Fi 6E, there's a lot of conditions that have to happen. So you need a Wi-Fi 6E router to take advantage of the faster speeds. And then also one of the advantages is that it manages traffic with multiple devices on that network a lot better. Those also have to be Wi-Fi 6E devices so that it can manage all Wi-Fi 6E devices. So there's a lot of conditions. This has to be Wi-Fi 6E, your router has to be Wi-Fi 6E, and then the devices on your network also have to be Wi-Fi 6E to take advantage of all those things. Faster traffic, better management of that traffic as well, and better performance. So here you go, looky. Woo! Yes, it's an iPad Pro. There's an M2 inside here, right? This is the faster chip. This comes with, you know, a 15% boost in CPU performance, and then up to a 35% boost in GPU performance. So we have it here. The Apple logo turns on. The back here, we have the 2 cameras with the ultra wide and then the wide camera. Again, same body, same design. USB-C here on the bottom. No physical changes that you can detect in any way, shape, or form. So let's put this guy over here, and I'm going to look here in the box, and let's see what we got in here. Maybe I should flip it the right way. So, yes, we have our manuals, and we have our dual stickers. Plus, this is new, I know. Freak out, y'all. This comes with the woven fabric cable, less tangleable. Is that a word? Not tangible. It tangles less tangleable. Oh my gosh, I can't even speak English. So this comes in the box the first time, and then also, if you want to, you can order this and buy this separately for $19 on the Apple Store directly if you want to have that USB-C, the USB-C woven fabric cable, because you're all about that cable life, all right? Then obviously you have, yes, in this box, a USB-C adapter as well, just in case you might have forgot. This does come with the USB-C adapter. So all your power charging needs, you got them here. Now the big thing that is new here, not only do we talk about the new M2 chip inside, we also have the Wi-Fi 6E. And then the third new thing inside here is the fact that you'll now have this feature called hover. So I have this Apple Pencil 2 here. It works with the Apple Pencil. Of course, you're still gonna have the magnetic charging, which allows it to sync. Now, this is not a device that has been set up yet, right? I still have to go through the setup, but I think what I'm really curious about is that, you know, the M2 is the only chip that can take advantage of this Apple Pencil hover feature, because there's a coprocessor inside this iPad, and what they've done is with this new coprocessor, it's always been able to handle like touch output, but it can now read the Apple Pencil starting at 12 millimeters away from the screen, and then be able to determine its X and Y axis and location, so you can start seeing an indicator before you draw it out. What I thought was really cool is, you know, I showed you that we had the Magic Keyboard, and the Magic Keyboard for the M2 iPad Pro, ignore this clip, whoops. The M2 keyboard, the Magic Keyboard here, this is the same that you saw on the M1 iPad Pro. This is the same one that you saw for this M2 iPad Pro as well. And what's interesting is that when we've always had the Magic Keyboard on here, right? remember when you'd use this trackpad, you'd actually, see where your cursor is, or, essentially the mouse, you'd have that dot. Well, that was kind of the origins of the ability to hover, to kind of detect, where you have the indicators. When you float over icons, they expand. It indicates text fields and things like that. So this is kind of adapting and taking that functionality from the trackpad, and now, because of this M2 coprocessor, incorporating it to talk to the pencil. So this feature is only M2 iPad Pro specific. Now, also, when Apple did their announcements, they talked about, with the M2 iPad Pro, the fact that new apps are coming, right? New pro level apps. We're talking about things like 3D rendering app called Octane X, or DaVinci Resolve, which is a professional video editing and color correction app. Now, they said that in their announcement, but what I found out is that DaVinci Resolve and Octane X will be available not only for the M2 iPad Pro. You kind of felt like, is this going to be exclusive to it? No, they're going to be available on previous iPads. Now, I don't know exactly how far back they'll support yet. They haven't indicated that to us yet. But the big thing here is that, yes, Octane X, DaVinci Resolve will work on previous iPads, but the main thing is that with the M2, this has that video engine that does, faster encoding and decoding, 4K ProRes video, and just chews right through it, where the M1 does not have that, and previous processors don't. So it will be optimized to take advantage of that power. Even DaVinci Resolve, we haven't gotten all the specifics, but not necessarily all the features will work exactly the same when you compare it if you're running on an M2 iPad Pro versus an M1 iPad Pro. So you have here, obviously, this is the mini LED display. The 11-inch does not get a mini LED display. That was rumored, but you won't see that. And then also, there were some rumblings that maybe we would see reverse wireless charging on the back side of the iPad Pros, the new ones. That is not the case. This still just charges through USB-C. So I almost forgot to actually show you one of the newest things of this, right? This is the new Marine Blue Smart Folio iPad Pro cover. So I'm gonna move this iPad Pro out of the way. I mean, I can't believe I literally almost completely forgot. So here it is. Remember that we don't have really any blue products this year from Apple. There's no more blue, at least iPhone Pros, they got rid of that. There is a really light blue for the iPhone 14, but here you go, Marine Blue. I mean, if you're still team blue, and I know you are, this is the Smart Folio for the new iPad Pro. And I saw this when I was configuring a pre-order potentially. I did not pre-order the iPad, but right, you still have that soft rubber texture feel, the suede inside. And then let's take our iPad and put it inside so you can enjoy it in all its glory, the way it was meant to be. Okay, here we go. Look at this. Is this beautiful to you? I feel like, am I wrong? Wasn't the very first iPad Pros, did they have a blue cover as well? I mean, time flies, so many things happen. Someone's gonna be like, yes, I feel like they might have, for the first, one of the first iPad Pros had a blue cover. Am I wrong or am I right? Okay, maybe I'm just sniffing too much of this. Anyways, there you go, the Smart Folio for the iPad Pro in Marine Blue. But the iPad Pro series, the new M2, the 11-inch starts at $799. This 12.9-inch that I have right here starts at $1099. Obviously, you have the option to get cellular and then Wi-Fi 6E, the first Apple product to have Wi-Fi 6E. So, I think for me, I'm obviously gonna have to run through the review and see how interesting Hover is. And this Apple Pencil Hover feature is turned on with iOS or iPadOS 16.1. So yes, all of these new iPad Pros will be shipping with 16.1, but that's also a requirement to take advantage of the API for Apple Pencil Hover. So, I don't know if I'm gonna really use it that much differently, but I think the people that are gonna really enjoy this feature the most are obviously digital artists, people that take a lot of notes and are doing either sketches. We have the Freeform app that is coming to iPad in the future as well. I think if you're gonna be using that for collaboration, that's where you'll be able to see and take advantage of this. But right now, I'm just not sure how much I'll actually use Apple Hover, and I use the M1 iPad Pro the same that I used my previous iPad Pro, and I think for me personally, I most likely use the same, but I'm kind of really most intrigued about DaVinci Resolve, and will I really change my workflow to edit specifically on an iPad Pro? I just haven't yet, but maybe that's the app that will push me in that direction. Still no Final Cut Pro, still no Logic. I know, we're waiting, but there you go. Just kind of an overview and an unboxing of the new M2 iPad Pro review coming soon. Come back to the channel. We'll see ya.